chasing after us.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be reinstalling the anti-roll bar we have down here. We've got a lot of new fresh parts to go on, everything's been refurbished, and everything's absolutely immaculate. So, we've got polyurethane bushes to go back on, and everything's down here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over everything and get a plan of action. So, let's get started. Actually, also, before we crack on with today's video, I would like to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel, liking the videos, all that kind of good stuff, because honestly, every little helps, especially considering I'm a small-time channel, and you know, it takes a while to get started, but like I say, I must say a massive thank you to everyone who's supporting the channel. It means a lot. So, without further ado, let's get started. Right, here's all the fresh parts we have to go on today. Here we have the anti-roll bar that I painted, which I didn't do a video on, but anyway, as you can see, it's really quite nice, all fresh to go on. We've got brand new drop links. All the brackets have been painted and refurbished. We've got SuperPro polyurethane bushes. All the bolts have been cleaned. Also, this kind of bracket that goes underneath the subframe, that's obviously all been painted as well. Bolts for that, and a brand new horn. Everything's nice and fresh. I'm really excited to get all this on because this has been here for a while and I've been itching to get it on. So, I think without further ado, let's get started. That's the car and axle stands. Really important to make sure your car's nice and safe when you're working on your car. Don't let it fall on you or not. I'll tell you what, right, those clouds don't look happy at all. I'll tell you, it better not rain. Right, let's get this on. Right, before we get the anti-roll bar in place, we're going to have to put something this special kind of lubrication on, just so there's no squeaks or anything like that. Now, why you might want to upgrade to polyurethane bushes, because they have a much more structural rigidity, and also they're a lot more durable compared to standard rubber bushes, which are more vulnerable to cracks and wear. So these are a much better upgrade over standard rubber bushes. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend these. So let's get this on. This is almost very sexual. Bow chicka wow wow, bow chicka wow wow wow, bow chow wow, bow chicka wow 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 wow. That's the anti-roll bar in place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip these up just a little bit so they're not completely tight, just so we've got some manoeuvrability to get this in place while we install the drop links. But the size for the bolts here are a 12mm socket. Is it focused? There we go. 12mm. So we'll get these nipped up so they're not completely tight, and then we can get to installing the drop links, just so we've got some, you know, movement, just so we get things in the right place. So let's get these bolts here nipped up. There's one there, and obviously there's one, I'm not sure you can see, but here we go, one at their side. So, let's get these nipped up. Okay, let's get these drop links on. Now, the tools we're going to be using is a 17mm socket, and for obviously when we install these, to stop the ball joint turning, we're going to be using a 14mm spanner just to kind of hold it. I'm not sure you can see on camera. Yeah, there's a little kind of slot there for you, obviously, where you put your spanner. Yeah, just there. You can see it there. So that's what we're going to be using. Now, it can differ depending on what kind of drop links you have, because some of them use a spanner method, which goes there, and some use a hex key, which goes in the center of the nut. So yeah, it depends which kind of drop links you get, but for this one, it's a 14mm spanner for there and a 17mm socket for there. So let's get these on. there's absolutely no harm in greasing everything up as you go along. Just make things easier for if you ever take things apart in the future. It just makes things a lot easier. Also, it stops any corrosion, things got, and any bolts getting seized. So let's put some copper grease on here and things like that. Just, there's no harm at all. It's just makes things easier for yourself in the future. So it all helps. Tell you what, right, this line down in the ground malarkey is no fun at all. Tell you what, I would do anything for a ramp or something like that, just to get this thing up on the ramps and things and just do everything to it. That would be absolutely amazing. Because like I said, honestly, the line on the ground is just no fun at all. You know, you always hurt your back and stuff like that. But nonetheless, drop links are on. So let's have a look at how good it looks now. Right, now I think that's done. I think what we'll do is get the car off the jack and off the axle stands, and we'll do the last bit, which is the horn. So let's get cracking. Oh dear, I totally forgot to put this thing on. Ah well, I need to get the car up in the air again and get it jacked up and put this back on. Totally forgot about it, but we'll get it on. So let's get cracking. Right, that's our plate on. I say it looks a lot better. Nice all fresh, and I think this isn't clean. I say that looks amazing, doesn't it? And with all that nice purple bushes in there, and I don't know if you can see it on camera very well, but yeah, I say everything looks so much better now. It just goes to show things that with a little bit of effort, things can look really nice. But that's that done. Now, I think now we need to move on to the horn now, so let's get cracking. Let's just get this finished off and get the new horn on. So this is the last thing to go in the car today. This is the nice new one, as you can see. It's just an eBay one. It's like, I think it's about £5 this one. Because let's be honest, right, anything's better than this one. I mean, this one's like, looks almost mummified. It's just absolutely in terrible condition, and it sounds really terrible as well. So I'm gonna put this nice new one on, so let's get cracking. Right, that's the new horn. The new horn on. Just kind of locate it in the same place as the old one was. Definitely looks a lot better. It doesn't sound the best, but it'll do the job. It's a little bit fiddly getting those connectors on, but that's it on. Job done. Yeah, well, that about wraps up this video. Quite a bit.